The Australian Wildlife Health Centre at Healesville Sanctuary is one of Australia's biggest native wildlife hospitals, treating over 2,000 patients in the last year. Incredible life-saving rehabilitation work happens each day. From the tiniest of possums to the largest raptors, all needing expert care. Today, we're taking a look inside the Wildlife Hospital to spend the day with the staff as they navigate a normal day on the front lines of caring for injured wildlife. The team always starts the day with a meeting, where they discuss anything relevant to the team and the day ahead in the hospital.
We have a media day in the life day today.
From there, they break off into teams, including the wildlife round and the sanctuary round. The wildlife round treats wild animals that are already in care, as well as any animals that are brought in during the day, while the sanctuary round will treat any of the animals that call Healesville Sanctuary home. Today, we're following the wildlife round with vet Sarah and vet nurse Hayley as they treat a range of wild patients at the hospital. The first patient of the day is an injured Australian boobook, and it's not looking great. Vets commence a series of tests to determine if the owl has a chance of making it, including an X-ray under anaesthetic.
It's not moving it.
So normally in a normal bird we should be seeing like a tilt with the tail, so it just means that those nerves that have been innervated are probably not working. I think with this degree of spinal injury,
It's not moving it at all.
no. Alright, he's going to be a euthanasia unfortunately.
Sorry, little guy.
Unfortunately, this little guy won't be returning to the wild as his injuries are too severe. Australian boobook are a common owl species in Australia and regular patients at the hospital, with traffic accidents and rodenticide poisoning the main reasons for their hospitalisation. Meanwhile, a member of the public has brought in a quite unusual patient.
For me?
That's what I said.
Wait, what?
Okay, come over now.
But more on that later. Next up, the vets are checking on a laughing kookaburra that was brought in yesterday with head trauma.
Say hello, little fella. Give him some meds.
After a quick dose of medication, it's time for some flight tests to confirm the bird's ability to fly. And despite a few rough landings, it looks positive for this little cooker.
To make sure that he has smooth flight, the wing carriage is even, that he can maintain the height and the speed. Basically what we're looking for is just that he can fly efficiently at this stage without having massive respiratory issues.
Yeah, because he only came in yesterday with a head trauma. He brightened within, the first 24 hours really quickly. Today in the brooder he said that he really wanted to get out and go, so he's passed his flight test, so he can go back home.
Yeah, happy, good
Cool.
news.
Back at the hospital, an adorable marsupial has arrived at reception. A rambunctious orphaned wombat joey named Bert has been brought in to see the vets by a local carer. Bert was constipated and a little cranky.
Why are you being so angry, huh? He said, yeah.
Staff at the hospital work closely with a network of wildlife carers who give round-the-clock attention to adorable joeys who need help. Vets decided to give him a quick assessment. Bert's inquisitive nature wasn't put off by a pending visit to the vet. After being weighed, given some fluids, and a general health check, he was given a clean bill of health. After 5 days at the hospital, this little ball of chaos was given the green light to return home with the carer. It's now time for one of the best parts of a vet's day, releasing an animal back to the wild. Our head knot cooker from earlier in the day is now ready to go home. Still wondering what was in the box from earlier? Well, it was a water dragon, found next to a creek in poor condition. Vets gave the dragon a full examination, including full body radiographs, and unfortunately found that it had a spinal fracture, meaning it was unable to use its hind legs. Due to the severity of its injuries, the kindest and most humane animal welfare decision to euthanize was made. The last patient of the day is an injured barn owl who's been recovering in the Raptor Rehab Centre next door to the hospital. The barn owl had presumed head trauma and low body condition. Upon arrival, the owl received a full health check, x-rays, blood tests, fluids and injections. In better news to round out the day, the owl was eventually given the all clear to return to the wild after a 12-day stay. And that's just one day in the life at the Australian Wildlife Health Centre at Healesville Sanctuary. You can come and see the amazing work done by the veterinary team, which is open to the public from 9 till 4 every day of the year. Glass internal walls allow you to see what's happening at all times of the day. If you come across injured wildlife on the road and it's safe to do so, stop and collect the animal and take it to your nearest vet or registered wildlife carer. Wildlife Victoria can assist further from there.